stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the Auburn product, It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field, defense.
To throw is Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Bravo!
Now Rosen. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Ready?
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete. It's Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Come on, set. 60 or. Stay with your man. Hey, check 20. General West. Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper. Watching your five. Now. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Big grip. Big grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Patterson.
And that will be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
57, Mike, 57. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 57, Mike.
Now it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Hey, let go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes it to Henry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Patterson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you're
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, high 7.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
21-0 our score after 1.
Got it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gordon. And an alley to run. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Yeah. Ready?
From the gun, Patterson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. from the 21. It's 2nd and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, watch this. Watch go.
Here's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Now Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We got 4. Check 9. Hard.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Get it.
Back to throw. Patterson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57. Mike, 50. Hey, wahoo!
They go play action. It's Rosen. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Middle.
On 1st down, Grant. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Let's go, D. Watch tight end.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So first and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, check 33. 33. Check. Go out. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. 5.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Get real. Get ready. Get ready. 55 is mine, guys. 55. I'm on. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Go. Mike 55.
On first and 10, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Yo, go.
To throw again, Patterson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey!
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yep.
From the gun, Patterson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
60 Pittsburgh.
The final shot before break, Patterson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And caught by Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
10 Lobo. Blue draw Corkers.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper.
That's me.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to run now. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
On first down, they run with Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle there by George Odom. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now. Ready.
A toss play. Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play.
They go back to Grant. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
49.
Hey, foxtrot.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
Monday.
Motion.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Hey, alert. Hey, Alpha.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Watch the pass. Keep
Monday, Monday.
Kill.
49, check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big series right here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw on 2nd down. Patterson has got it to Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. The intended receiver there, Allen, he's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Tackles, 3.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. To throw on 3rd down. Patterson. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, Patterson. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
You got 3 down.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Now, hustle.
Motion out of the backfield.
Go.
You got motion, man. You got
Yes.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
3 down.
On 4th down, Patterson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Second and goal at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
It's 3rd down and goal.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D. Hard. Here I come again.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race.